Hello everyone, we are going to start with the electromagnetics. As you already know that the entire syllabus of the electromagnetics has been split into the 7 parts. One is vector calculus, another is the electrostatics, magnetostatics, electromagnetic waves, transmission line, waveguide and antenna. So these are the all the syllabus has been divided into these 7 parts only. Okay, so I have put each sub topic as a 10x crash course. Okay, so we have already done with the this 10x crash course in the vector calculus. Okay, now come back to the point. We have reference book if required. Really you feel like that you required one book, so I will recommend you the principle of the electromagnetics. Still I will say that until or unless you have covered the entire syllabus of your competitive exam, if you want to expertise in the subject, then you can go through it, na? If you are doing this lectures in your during your college curriculum, okay, then you can go through it. But if you are preparing for the competitive exam, then I will not recommend you to go through this because it will take lot of time. Okay, for competitive exam time is very precious, so I will recommend you go through the lectures, do the previous year questions, that's all. Okay, now come back to the another point. This course is going to be helpful for the GATE, IRMS, ESE, BAIL, BARC, NLC, ISRO and other PSU exams. So in the other those exams which is having electromagnetics as a core subject is going to be helpful for those. Okay, so benefited branch, electronics and allied branches. So electronic branch is the actually electromagnetics is the core subject of the electronics, and for allied branch like electrical, so some part of the electromagnetics is also there. Okay, so not that much deal in comparison to electronics, but a little bit part is still there in the electrical branch also. Okay, now come back to the point. 10x cracks for in the electrostatics we are going to be start over here. Okay, so before that I will introduce through the syllabus. You can just go through the syllabus. First we will go through the Coulomb's law. Okay, now we will go through the fields. Okay, fields are consist of electric field intensity, electric field density, again Gauss law, application of the Gauss law, point charge, sheet charge and spheres. Okay, different type of spheres we will see, hollow sphere and consist of solid sphere. Okay, now come back to the another point. This is electrical potential, electric dipole, equatorial surface, energy density of the electrostatic fields, continuity equation, boundary conditions, capacitor and its type. Okay, so capacitor basically three types. Parallel plate capacitor is also there. Okay, we will see in the series, we will see in the parallel. Okay, and another is the cylindrical capacitor, spherical capacitor. So we will see go through that all the types of the capacitor. Last but not least, the method of image. Nowadays the question has been asked from the method of image. Okay, the charge induction, we will put one charge above the this conducting body. Suppose sometimes they are metal plate, sometimes they will say this ground, and at that time we will put their charge and they will ask force. So during that what will happen, one imaginary charge is formed. So we will go through this during this course. Okay, and we will see what is the charge induction and the method of image. Okay, now come back to the basic terminology. So during the going through the entire electromagnetics, so some family members should be like there. Okay, in the family of the electromagnetics, the core members are E. This is known as the electric field intensity. Okay, the unit of the, actually these units are very helpful. Why these are helpful? Because many question by seeing the these units na, you can sort it out. Okay, in the competitive exam each and every question 1 mark is very so much important. Thousands of rank can be shifted due to only 1 mark. So that's why I'm saying that just not to avoid these things, because these are the core members E, H, B, D. So you should know the this unit, SI unit of these quantities. Okay, E is V by M. Okay, this is volt per meter and Newton per coulomb. It should be there. So usually V by M we will use. Okay, again come back to the magnetic field intensity H. It is ampere per meter. So intensity basically per meter. Okay, the meaning of the intensity per meter. Okay, when we come to the B and D, these are the, B is the magnetic field density. Density is basically the per unit area. Okay, so magnetic field density is Weber per meter square, as it is given by the Tesla. In respect of the Tesla, it has been named as the Tesla. The unit of this magnetic field is also known as the Tesla. Okay, now come back to the D. D is the electric field density. Okay, and this is coulomb per meter square. So again the point is that density means per meter square. Okay, so whatever the magnetic or electric density means per meter square is there. Okay, now come back to two important equations, that is f is basically that is equal to q into e. Q is the test charge, is the electric field. Okay, whenever you put one charge and another charge in nearby it, it exerts some force. Okay, we will see what kind of force in the further lectures, but whatever this force is there, this is the linear means the line joining these 2 points. Okay, it will act according to that line, along that line. Okay, suppose one positive charge is there, you will bring some charge. Okay, suppose negative charge is there, so this is the force will act on it, the straight line joining these two bodies, yeah na, along with that body, yeah na, that is called this is the linear force basically. Okay, and what kind of nature is there, whether it is your repulsive or attractive depends on the nature of charge. Like plus charge is there, minus charge is there, so what will attractive force is there, है ना. If plus plus is there, there is a repulsive force is there. So whatever the charge is plus and negative charge is there, so this will be attractive force. Okay, plus like charges are attract each other, unlike charges are attract each other, and like charges repel each other. Plus plus they will repel each other. Okay, and plus minus they are going to be attract each other. So this is the electrostatic, we will see it later, but for it is there, if you will put some charge, you will feel some force, electrostatic force, due to the static charge. Okay, we will see, but I'm telling all these things, these equations are the core equations. Okay, so this will follow the linear path, and what happen whenever some charge moving with some velocity, okay, and it will be put into the magnetic field. Keep in mind that the charge having some velocity will put in the magnetic field, what will happen, it will be make some helical motion, it will be start to move it in the helical motion along the z axis. Okay, so depends on the axis, whatever you are taking consider here, but usually we will consider z axis, so that's why I'm saying the z axis. Okay, so this is the angular velocity is there, mv square by r. Okay, and as you already know that f is equal to ma, this is the Newton's back to this will follow the circular motion. All right, this will follow the circular motion. Okay, and this will follow the linear path. Okay, this is the helical motion, you will see. Okay, now come back to the another important terminology, this is epsilon. Epsilon is considered as the permittivity of that medium. Okay, so permittivity means the ability to hold the electric field inside the medium. Okay, nu is the permeability basically, it is the ability to hold the magnetic field. So permeability is deal with the magnetic field, permittivity deal with the static, this is the electrostatic force. Okay, electric field. So basically this is the ability of the material to hold this electric field or magnetic field is known as the permittivity and permeability. Usually permittivity is given by epsilon naught into the epsilon r, and multi epsilon naught is the absolute permittivity, it has some value, epsilon naught is 1 upon 36 pi into 10 to the power 9 or 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12 farad per meter. Okay, call it nu naught, that is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. Okay, these are the experimental values. Okay, by making the by some experiments we will get these values, and all over epsilon is getting by multiplying epsilon naught into epsilon r. Okay, keep in mind that this is the fixed value and this is the multiplication of that relative. Actually this will vary from medium to medium. Okay, so this is due to the relative permittivity. Okay, like that in nu. Okay, nu naught, this is the permeability, nu r into nu naught. Okay, so this is the permeability. So permeability means absolute permittivity, and many exams these value has been asked directly. So once upon a time I appeared in the this exam, that was exam that is NMRC. Okay, Noida Metro Limited Corporation, NMRC, yes, it is there, one exam was there. So at that time it has been asked directly what is the value of the nu naught. So 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. So keep in mind that these units, for permittivity farad per meter, for permeability Henry per meter. Okay, and among these, this d and e, they are related to each other with the help of this epsilon. Okay, d is equal to epsilon into e. Okay, b is related to mu into h. Okay, and this phi is equal to L into I. So these are the important relationship in between these quantities. So these are the basic terminologies based on which we will proceed the entire electromagnetics. Okay, so after that we will start from the Coulomb's law. Hope you will like the lecture. So my sincere request, if you are able to understand what we are going to be actually na, whenever you understand the syllabus na, half of thing has been done. So what happens if you will start from here, what you have to do after that, what you have to do after that, then it is little bit clear to you that how much syllabus you are going to be approach. Okay, again, if you have not still subscribed my YouTube channel, I request you to subscribe my YouTube channel, hit the like button, and if any other query is there, okay, whether you are liking my videos or not, you can just write it down in the comment section. And from the next lecture, very next lecture, we will start the electrostatic along with the Coulomb's law, है ना. You have already studied in the 12th standard, but still we will start from the Coulomb's law, because we have to start from the scratch, from the beginning, and we will go up to the basic level to the expert level, one by one. Okay, so this is going to be very helpful for you. I promise you, you will enjoy the entire course. Okay, so thank you so much. We will see you in the next lecture with much more concepts and questions and theories. We will do each and everything whatever it is there. So thank you and have a nice day.